Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pale Garden Hardcore World. I'm standing here on the bridge we built in the last episode, because today I want to make big changes to our sugarcane farm. I basically want to tear it all up and start again, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll harvest all this sugarcane and see how much we have. I know I want to build a more natural river flowing through this hill. For the build today, I'm going to need sand. While I collected, I thought I'd look at my favorite comment from last episode. Thanks so much for the nice comment. It means so much to hear people are enjoying it. I will definitely be keeping the series going as long as I can. Now I've gathered up the sand, I will head back to base. I also want to build some rock formations on the sides of the new river. For that I will need smooth stone, so I will smelt some up. After I had removed all of the sugar cane from the hill, this is how much I had. I think I have enough to last me for a fair while now. I have fully cleared out the hill, and I have built a stone crevasse at the top where the water for the river will flow from. Now it's time to carve the river into the landscape. I have filled the river in with water, and I am really happy with how it looks. Now I will add in a few sandy banks to the sides of the river, as well as some rock formations here and there. I think these sand banks will really make the river feel more natural. Sand is a limited resource in this world, and there are no deserts, so I don't want to waste any. Once I was done placing the sand in, I scattered some smooth stone around to make it look like rocks had been filled up around the river. I have now put in all of the rocks and sand banks. I think the river is looking great, but there is one final touch I want to add. These new flowers are really cool and I want to plant them alongside the stream, so it looks like they grow there. For some reason one of the flowers is stuck with the open. I don't really understand how they work, but it adds a bit of variety, so I'm not complaining. Now I have the river all fixed up. I am much more pleased with how the world is looking. My problem now is I have so much sugar cane and nowhere to store it. So at the end of this path, I am going to build some structure to keep it all in. I want to use the calcite I harvested last episode from the geoda, as well as some other white blocks. I am not totally sure what I will build, but it will be done in 3, 2, 1. Well, there it is. I am not really sure what it is, but I think it looks cool. It looks kind of like Sauron's tower from Lord of the Rings, so I guess that was my inspiration. Either way, I am happy with it, and think it will look even better when the copper fully oxidizes. Now I am going to transport all of my sugarcane across, so the chest isn't just set out in the open anymore. I will also plant a few along the river, so I still have a source of new sugar. Now that I have a few things built in the world, like the bridge, camp area, and the tower, I want to use some resources to make a map. I always like to make maps in my worlds and hang them on the walls in item frames. I think it really makes a base come to life. This world map looks so cool. I especially love the paths joining all the areas. The river really blends in with the landscape. You can barely even tell that it is actually man-made. The tower looks great as well. The colors really stand out on the map. Man, I just love making maps of the world. I really need a good leather farm so I can make more item frames. Thankfully, I still have one leather left, so we can hang this map on the wall in our base. Originally, I was thinking I would hang it above the composter that saved my life in episode 1, but I don't think you would be able to see the map very well. So instead, I am going to just put it on the main wall of the base so I can look at it whenever. So there it is. This base is really starting to come together. That's all I have time for today. Please leave a like if you're enjoying the series, and leave a comment to get a shout out in the next episode. Pretty soon I am going to try to get my own creaking, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.